Hey, welcome to MaiMoments, the best channel for makeup and hair tutorial and also products review. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to create this Elsa lovely hairstyle in Frozen 1. I actually love Frozen 1 than Frozen 2. Definitely comment below which one you like better. And so let's get started with this hairstyle. So as ritual, the first step, you always want to brush your hair thoroughly. And since my hair has been curled the day before, it's getting really tangled. So be gentle, you want to work from the ends and all the way toward the roots. Next, I'm going to part my hair diagonal starting from the right and all the way toward the back, and my goal is to reach toward the middle of my neck. You're probably really confused what I'm talking about. I'm just going to part it first so you can see clearly the line. Once I turn toward the back, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Now grab a hair tie and putting the right side up because we are going to work on the left side first. This is going to make it convenient for us to concentrate only one side. Then later on we can focus on the right. Now focusing only toward the left side, I'm just going to grab the first sections, and as you can see, it's creating a little mini triangle, and I'm going to push that piece of sections and all the way toward the back like this. So now we are going to create a rope braid, or it can be called a twisted braid. As you can see, I'm grabbing the second sections and place it over and under and on top of the first sections. Grabbing the first original strings, I'm going to place it on top once again, but this time I'm just going to grab another sections and add it to that strings. So think of this, each time a string is looped around 360 degrees, you do need to add more hair. Repeat this step until you reach toward the bottom where you cannot collect any more hair. Just make sure whenever you're collecting more hair, you want to be consistent how big it is. You don't want one side is small and another sections it is big. So try to stay consistent as possible, and just be aware that the more hair that you grab, the faster this process be, and the less hair that you are going to grab, it's going to take a little bit longer. At first, it is hard to see the patterns, but now whenever you reach toward the middle and also toward the ends, you can see the patterns of the rope become more prominent. Once you collect all the hair, keep on braiding and then secure with elastic. Just in case if you make any mistake, you definitely have space for error. Whenever you are tying hair in a twisted braid, guess what? It does loosen itself a little bit. So make sure that you are going to stay close to your scalp as possible. If the braid started loosen, don't worry, just go ahead and twist it more. Use a U-shaped bobby pins and place a good placement and then pin it down. This will help to stabilize the braid and also keep it steady. Now let's move on to the right side. We basically repeat the same step as the left side. I'm just going to grab the first sections and I'm going to push it toward the back. We definitely want to stay close to each other from the other braid, and that's why I'm doing this method. Now grabbing the second sections, I'm going to place it over and under the first sections. So basically every single time a string is looped over 360 degrees, you do need to add more hair into it. I totally understand that the angle is kind of difficult to see because it's basically diagonal on the side, and if I was trying to record on the left side, I'm pretty sure you were not able to see anything, only how I sections my hair. But the way that you want to section your hair is diagonal across from the side of your head to the other side, and keep doing this method until you reach toward the bottom, and hopefully you were able to see a better angle once I turn around. Hopefully this is a better footage where you can actually see and understand. If you're not good with a French braid or a Dutch braid, this can be an alternative braid. It is super easy to achieve. Basically take two strings and place over and under each other, but we are adding more hair to every section. That's why it's going to make a little complicated, but still you're able to achieve amazing braid. Also, I just want to let you know, use your hand and your wrist to direct how you want your braid to be. Because if you're working on somebody else, yeah, you will move your body toward the braid where you want to go. But if you are doing yourself, it's kind of a little bit harder. Once I collected all the hair, as you can see, I still continue with the rope braid because I'm going to leave room for errors. I'm going to use a elastic and tie closely to my head so the braid will not loosen up. Next, I want to create more volume, so I'm just basically tuck and pull to each of the sections. Make sure you don't want to pull too much, so just go ahead and loosen a little bit at a time. You don't want to loosen it too much and regret later on because it's going to be such a hassle to fix it. So now here's the technique where the two braids going to collide. Use a U-shaped bobby pins and actually press on one side of the braid and into the next and actually pin it down. This is going to help the braid stay together and hold throughout the day. If a person looking at this braid, they are going to be confused because if you are doing a French braid and a Dutch braid, it would not look like this image. The reason why I did a rope braid and combined into one, if you look at Elsa Hairstyle, as you can see in the back, it's actually intertwined inward just like a twisted braid. In the process, if your braid got loose, don't worry about it. Twist it more inward and actually secure with a U-shaped bobby pin. It will definitely stay in place. Here comes the easy part. Let's put our hair into a low bun. So I'm just going to twist it in one direction and use my left hand as a guidance where I want the bun to be. And as I'm twisting, I'm going to create a bun at the same time. For extra security, I'm going to use a U-shaped bobby pins and pin it into place on the side of the buns as I'm working to create a perfect bun. Now it's really your preference. Either you want the bun to be directly at the back or on the side. It's just a different image every single time in Elsa movie because on how the person drawing it. Notice that I still have not detached the elastic from previously. You want to complete every single step before finally cut off the elastic, or you're going to have such a hassle and you're going to really mad at yourself because it's a twisted braid, which means that it's going to be so easily untangle itself. Once everything feels secure and set, this is the time to cut off the elastic. And at this point, also be careful, you don't want to cut off your real hair. So I'm just going to grab the elastic and using a small scissors to actually cut it apart and take it out. Super easy. To target the baby hair, you do have two options. Either that you are going to use a hair gel and use a toothbrush, or you can use a mascara gel. It works the same. So here is the final look from left to right and also from the top to bottoms. What I love about this hairstyle is that I don't have to be a princess and still rock this amazing hairstyle at a special occasions. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been wanting to do this hairstyle for the longest time and now I finally got a chance. If you have any requests or concerns, definitely comment down below and I love to read them. Don't forget to click on this video because it makes special for you, and make sure to subscribe, ring the bell for more notifications. Be sure to join the family, and as always, love yourself, stay motivated, peace out.